the thing was, they were so different. You know, nowadays, a lot of music is very reflective. I mean, you get a lot of records that are next to each other in the charts, and they don't sound a lot dissimilar. But the Zombies at the time were like nothing else around.
Well, this is St Etheldreda's Church Hall in Hatfield, and this is the very, very first place that we rehearsed as the Zombies. Colin and I both lived in Hatfield, and this is why we use this place right from the word go to do our very, very first rehearsals. Well, right now we're in the Watford Town Hall, and in 1962 or so was where the Heartsbeat competition was held, and we were fortunate enough to win. And the prize, lucky enough, was a recording session with Decca, and it was from that recording session that we recorded She's Not There, and I suppose this is really where it all started. It was packed solid. We had 2 coach loads of fans from St Albans, especially came over to cheer us on, which they did.
The Zombies!
Through my family's connections, we'd met a producer, Ken Jones, who recorded it, and we'd won the contest at Watford Town Hall. And Ken said, well, it'd be a good idea to write some material. And Rod sat down and wrote She's Not There with a few ideas that had been hanging around, and I wrote some stuff as well.
With the sort of arrogance of youth, you know, I thought, yeah, you know, I can write a song that's as good as the Beatles and everything, and I didn't see any of the pitfalls, you know. I thought, we're going to the studio, we'll record it, it'll sound fantastic, Colin will sing it great, you know, it'll all sound great, and it'll come out and it'll be a hit, and it was, which was extraordinary, really, but it didn't surprise me at the time.
It was in Decca Studios in West Hampstead, which doesn't exist anymore, but it's just down the road from its more famous partner, Abbey Road. It's literally 2 miles away. The engineer, who was a very good engineer, had had a very heavy lunch, and he was very drunk. But luckily, the engineer collapsed and was literally carried out, 1 person on each leg and another person on each arm, and he was carried out. And the assistant engineer took over, who was Gus Dudgeon, who went on to be one of the most famous producers of all time.
And so they just chucked him in a cab and sent him home, and I was sitting on the back, and it was one of those classic moments where the producer, well, went Gus, it's going to have to be you. And I was going, who, me? Yep, you better take over. Great song, very unusual chord progressions. They were doing strange things with chords, and everybody was going for, like, much more straight-ahead chords progressions, you know. It also had an element of jazz in it, which was a bit of a dangerous thing to do in those days. I mean, it could almost have blown them off course by having those kind of jazzy progressions. I mean, I remember thinking, will people get this? You know, does this fit? Will he get on the radio? I mean, that was the big concern, was would he get on the radio? And then if he got on the radio, would people actually think, what a peculiar record? And because it just didn't fit in with anything else around at the time.
I mean, it all happened very quickly. It got a lot of media attention. One of the things that really pushed it, we had a program here called Jukebox Jury, and it was at a time when the Beatles were just so successful, and George Harrison was on the panel, and he gave it a very good plug, and that more, I think that it would be a hit. If George Harrison said it was good, it would almost certainly be a hit, so that was good.
I think it was generally a worldwide hit. I only can remember the clear chart positions in England and America, but we were too busy working to keep an eye on things then.
I can remember being in the recording studio in West Hampstead, Decca Recording Studios, when we were told that She's Not There had gone to #1 in America. And yes, I can remember the excitement and the euphoria then, that day.
The timing was just so fantastically lucky. I mean, in America, the Beatles had just crashed, you know, the doors open, crashed the doors of America for English artists, really. And there we were, right behind. And I mean, I remember being over there and phoning home. And my mother said, you've just been on the 9 o'clock news. And I said, really? Why? You're the first English band since the Beatles to get a #1 in America with something you'd written.
no one told me about her, the way she lied. Well, no one told me about her, how many people cried. But it's too late to say you're sorry. How would I know? Why should I care? Please don't bother trying to find her. She's not there. Well, let me tell you about the way she looked, the way she had tan, the color of her hair. Her voice was soft and cool, her eyes were clear and bright, but she's not there. Well, no one told me about her. What could I do? Well, no one told me about her, though they all knew. But it's too late to say you're sorry. How would I know? Why should I care? Please don't bother trying to find her. She's not there. Well, let me tell you about the way she looked, the way she acted, the color of her hair. Her voice was soft and cool, her eyes were clear and bright, but she's not there. But it's too late to say you're sorry. How would I know? Why should I care? Please don't bother trying to find her. She's not there. Well, let me tell you about the way she looked, the way she acted, the color of her hair. Her voice was soft and cool, her eyes were clear and bright, but she's not there.
What is the downside of having a big #1 hit?
Well, when your second record isn't so big, and when the third one doesn't happen at all, then you find out a few home truths about yourself. You find out what you're made of. You know, I think you have to take success when and where it happens and be grateful that you get it. But if you could choose it, I think it's best that it doesn't happen too quickly, because you need to learn a few things about the business and about traveling and how to look after yourself.
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in the sun to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for love. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly, tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for love. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he taken any time to season for love. Tell you, come closer. And if she tempts you with a charm, tell her no, 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 no. Don't hurt me now, for her love belongs to me. And if she should tell you I love you, whoa, whoa. And if she tempts you with her charms, oh, don't love and love from your arms. Oh, 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 don't hurt me now, for her love belongs to me. I know she's a kind of girl who throw my love away, but I still love her so. Don't hurt me now, don't hurt me now. If she tells you I love you, just remember she said that to me.